going to begin with you. India is one nation with many languages. There is no imposition visibly. Nobody is being coerced. No language forced. Then why is it becoming fashionable to make it about Hindi versus other languages? A debate which is kick-started by politicians almost regularly.
Actually, you are very right. It's a very political issue. Hindi is expanding not because of the power, not because of the state. It's expanding because of the market. It's expanding because of the various kinds of interactions which are happening in India. So it's spreading because of the film, it's the Bollywood, and not only here, all over the world. Hindi is expanding or developing because of Bollywood also, even in Northeast, everywhere. So power is not main issue, and not because of the power, Hindi is expanding and disseminating.
No, but now we are seeing, if you look at the kind of cinema that has been generated and created by the Tamil cinema or the Telugu cinema, the stars are much bigger than Bollywood right now. They are much more popular on multiple OTT platforms. So I think this entire debate is almost like a forced debate, more political in nature rather than any truth around it. I would say it's manufactured. Mr. Razak, what is this Pani Puri language of a JDS leader? Why demean Hindi speakers and those from Hindi speaking states?
There is nothing demeaning here, Maria. It is the way how you understand it. The union government is not here to unite the country on language, but instead they are dividing the north from the south. Kannada is not just a language for us, it is a way of life. Kannada, we only, not only just read, write, speak, but we breathe Kannada.
Yes.
We feel proud calling ourselves a Kannadiga. We cannot let any other language.
So you will demean others by saying that they are Pani Puri sellers and hence they are trying to, trying to impose on, Kannadigas. How is it? If they are earning their livelihood, how is there a cultural push?
Mr. Ibrahim's words are not to demean or discourage the Pani Puri or Panbida sellers. It is a direction towards the central government. What is it up to? It is actually a question to the government. These people are the ones who said Ek Nishan, Ek Pradhan, Ek Desh, Ek Nishan. So these are the ones who don't unite on the national flag. These are the people, the same Karnataka cabinet minister who said he wants to raise a saffron flag on Red Fort. These are the people who do not unite on the national flag. Today you are speaking about uniting India on a language. I am saying these are just election propaganda. These are just, the jumlas of the BJP. They are not trying to unite on language, but they are dividing us.
But who started this entire debate this time? It has been started by H.D. Kumaraswamy.
See, it all started from Ajay Devgan and Kicha Sudeep.
Yes.
From then it went on and on and on. The BJP wants to pick up things from where they can do some election propaganda. These are the people I am telling you who are famous for jumlas.
I am really shocked and surprised by the manner in which a political party is reacting. I think Abdul Razak must understand that none of the languages are threatened here. The issue is that there is a Hindi Diwas which is being celebrated in North India. Now the ethos of Karnataka is all-embracing. It has the spirit. Karnataka is unique in the whole nation. It has the spirit to embrace every language, every ethnicity, every religion, and every region of India. Bangalore has representatives from the whole of India. It captures the best part of India.
Okay, then Mr. Reddy, did Mr. Bommai, did your Chief Minister make today's announcement for the law to make Kannada legally mandatory in the State Assembly as a reaction to the JDS and Congress Party's criticism?
Not at all. Look at the national education policy. Forget Karnataka's policy towards Kannada. Look at the national education policy. It retains the nativity of language as the utmost priority in the policy of the nation, in the education policy of the nation. The nativity of the language, its rich culture, and the richness of language is one of the highlights of the national education policy. Therefore, it is the policy of the central government and it is the policy of the state government to conserve our native language Kannada in its richest and purest form. And that is what the state government is doing. There is no reaction. The problem here is Janata Dal is prone to flogging dead horses during the election because the election is coming. For 4 years, they were never bothered about Hindi Diwas. But the election years, Hindi Diwas has really raised a lot of questions for them. But the point is that what is being lost sight of is that Karnataka is a state which embraces every language.
Yes, why then, why Mr. Razak, should Hindi Divas not be embraced, I would say, as more of a sign of diversity? Unity in diversity. That's the beauty of India.
Okay, India. Maria, I would like to tell you, as a child, I grew up seeing this in Doordarshan. You know, Pandit Vinay Chandra Modgalya ji has written very beautiful phrases those days. It used to come on Doordarshan. It says, Hind desh ke nivasi sabhi jan ek hain, rang roop vesh bhasha chahe anek hain. The ethos, the phrase, the caption of this country is unity in diversity. We may be diverse, you know, we may see religion, race, creed, people. Sir, when you're saying that there are many people representing, representing many other languages, this thing, Bangalore is a home for many people from across the world. So why don't you celebrate English Divas? When have we celebrated Kannada Divas that we are welcoming Hindi Divas? Come on, sir, being a Kannadiga, you should answer that we should first celebrate Kannada Divas. When is BJP state government celebrating Kannada Divas?
It's been celebrated for almost a month in Karnataka.
That is the state day. That is
Rajyotsava.
Rajyotsava is Rajyada Utsava. Sir,
Right.
Rajyada
But it also
Utsava, that is not
celebrates
language.
It
Please,
also
let me
celebrates
tell you in
Kannada. It
Kannada.
celebrates
Vivek,
the
my
state of
best
Kannada.
friend. Vivek ji,
What
my
is
best
Another
friend, let me
state
tell
where
you,
this
Rajyada
entire
Utsava
debate is
language
being
and
manufactured, I would
festival of
say,
the state.
is also Tamil Nadu. Let me bring in the DMK spokesperson now. Is this politics going overboard? Mr. Salim, I'm going to ask this question. Are parties like yours manufacturing this imposition crisis because it suits you politically?
Absolutely not. See, the whole Pandora box was opened by the Honorable Home Minister of India when he said Hindi should be the official language in government offices. He also said Hindi is the Rajbhasha and everyone should learn Hindi. That's when the problem started. DMK per se is not against the Hindi language, but we are against imposition of Hindi, that everyone should learn Hindi. With this imposition and Hindi Day and so on and so forth, India is becoming Hindified. That's our problem. There is no Rajbhasha in India. Less than 50% of the people have Hindi as a mother tongue.
But the Prime Minister has called Tamil culture eternal and global, even talking about its importance in the United Nations. Is the opposition to Hindi Divas just petty politics then?
See, agreed, but mere rhetoric has to translate into one policy action, right? Look at the amount of money that's been allocated for Hindi and Sanskrit and the money that's allocated for Tamil. See, the main problem with Hindi Divas is this. Why not then Tamil Divas? Why not Kannada Divas? Why not Bengal Divas? It makes Hindi superior and other regional language inferior. That's the problem. We see all languages equal. I have pride in Tamil, but I don't disrespect other languages. But at the same time, why the superiority? That's the problem. As I again say, we are only against Hindi imposition. As Aranya Ranna, leader, said, why have a big door for a big dog and a small door for a small dog? When English can be the link language and everyone will have learn their mother tongue and have English to communicate with other parts of India or the world, then what is the problem?
So you are of the opinion that English should continue to be the link language. You don't have issues with English being the dominant language, but you think there is hegemony of Hindi.
Yes, because see, when 40% of the people less than 40% of people have Hindi as a mother tongue, but when you impose Hindi, what happens is people who have Hindi as a native language will start dominating. That's the problem. This was also recorded in the parliament by Aranya Ranna, right? So for us, Hindi is same as English. As simple as that.
Okay. Then